Hey everybody, welcome to today's episode of the Midfield Podcast.
Episode 2.
Episode 2, let's go. In today's episode, we'll be talking about Euro action, Copa America action. We'll give our predictions. Let's get going. What's up, guys? How you guys been today?
Good, man. Good, man.
Missing
Excited
soccer,
for
man. There
these
was no games on today.
I know.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what do I do with my hands?
Well, NBA is still on, so I guess that'll fill some void.
That'll help a little bit.
But I'm excited for Saturday and Sunday, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great weekend. With that being said, let's get going with our Euro action review. What do you guys think about the Italy and Spain game?
That was a good game. Shout out to Spain. I did not think they were gonna play as well as they did. They played really well. I was highly very impressed, but at the end of the day, poor Morata failed Spain. He was the hero. He made that goal and then he missed that penalty. But I give credit to Spain for what they did. Italy was just way too much. The defense was way too much, and the goal that they scored was incredible. That goal was nice. But shout out to Spain.
As much as everybody likes to hate on Morata, you got to give him credit because they wouldn't have been there without him at that very second in the game. And the missed penalties that happens.
I mean, well, we can easily blame Morata, but there was a lot of chances that Spain missed. And Spain missed a lot of really open chances, but at the end of the day, it's really easy to blame Morata.
Yeah, but I feel like throughout the whole game, Spain did everything right. I mean, they did everything right until they would get to the last third of the field, and then they would just break down completely. It'd be like a brain fart, and they would just completely break down. So, I mean, that'll be something they have to improve for whatever games they have coming up.
They
next World Cup.
Yeah, they're very young. They're very young. I think they threw the younger players into the fire and it worked. I mean, unfortunately, they only won one game out of 5 I think they played so far.
Yeah.
But they did come out and play against Italy. They were on top of it. I thought towards the end, they were going to get the second goal because Italy looked gassed towards the end. They couldn't keep up. The changes kind of slowed them down a little bit, but all credit, the credit goes to Spain for that. I think they did great. With that being said, though, Italy, you got to have that one game. You got to have that game where you struggle and you got to fight and claw your way out of it, just to make it out. And I think that was their game against Spain. I think,
and that gives them more confidence for the next game too. So
they can definitely fend off attacks.
Yeah, Italy struggled even in the first round of the knockout stage. Who was it against? Austria? Was it against Austria? I forget. But they struggled because they went to overtime with them too and ended up winning 2-1. So this is Italy's second time going to overtime full. They went to penalties and stuff. Italy, I think Italy got the dub because of the defense.
Well deserved.
Yeah, well deserved dub. Deserved dub. And Spain, all they were missing was that forward. I mean, the coach didn't even start Morata. He didn't. I don't think he showed very much confidence on him. So he came in the second half, and he scored the goal. So
I feel like that's his role. That's Morata's role, to come in off the bench and get that spark.
That's always been his role.
Yeah, that is his role. You're right.
And I think they played great with I think it was Ferran, Dani Olmo, and I think Oyarzabal, right?
Yeah.
I thought they were fast. They were passing the ball, fast, and they were moving up and down.
Great. I thought Spain did great.
They looked really good.
At the beginning of the game, I was thinking they were smooth. They were playing real smooth.
Yeah, I was like, who is this?
Yeah, same.
Now with that being said, though, Italy, after everything that they've been through, missing the World Cup in 2018, most of their veteran players retired or they were, not called up. And you just keep, Bonucci and you keep Chiellini, and that's your team. You know what I mean? That's your veteran forms. And for me, the way they've been, reborn in sort of way. Come back and
they put in work. They've been putting in work.
Again.
They put in work. Their whole Italian coach lineup is old players, old famous Italian players, and they.
Could you say that they're going through like a little Italian renaissance?
A little one of their own, right?
Yeah.
A little one.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think so.
What did you guys think about the England-Denmark game?
England. It was England. Yeah, Denmark, right?
Yeah, it was Denmark. England versus Denmark. That was.
Yeah.
Again,
Denmark put in a fight too.
They did. England though, they came out strong. I was actually surprised that Denmark scored that beautiful free kick. That was a beautiful, like that. That's probably one of the top goals in the whole tournament to me, other than Luka's goal. But that was a beautiful goal. But the good thing that I see with England is that they stay pretty consistent. Like even if they're down or even if they're winning, like they stay consistent throughout the whole thing. They've had a better path, like an easier, like quote unquote easier path. The biggest hurdle for them was Germany, but other than that, Ukraine and then Denmark, which are, I mean, historically are not as great as teams as Germany, but Denmark did put up a big fight. There was a bit of controversy at the end. What did you guys think about that? Do you think there was a penalty, or I think VAR should have reviewed it, but
yeah, I think personally, I mean, there was contact, but I wouldn't have liked him to go down with such little contact. Like, come on, like.
So to me, when I was growing up,
but the rule is the rule. There was contact.
There was contact, and there was like movement towards contact, and I guess he kind of avoided it while at the same time falling. And I can see why they ruled it a penalty, but I could also see I wish they would have reviewed it at VAR to make it more concrete and obvious. So like there's less contact.
I think they did. I think they did check it out, but it wasn't like.
But
I think they were checking that if it wasn't right.
Yeah,
like you want him to go to the TV
and
check it. Yeah,
go to the TV. Yeah, but they didn't. But
yeah, to me it was a penalty. To me, I think he got hit in the leg and he fell. I mean, I mean, it's one thing we're seeing the replay going in slow-mo, but I mean he's going fast. You know what I mean? Any little touch, he'll probably fall down.
Well, that's why I wanted them to I wanted the ref to review it, but apparently like the VAR rules are like it has to be clear and concise, like clear and obvious, like
yeah. But that's the thing though. It's the rule is the rule, and if there's contact in the box, then you have to go with the rule. Even if the VAR, if he didn't go check it in the VAR, he saw it live and there was contact. So
yeah,
there's not much you can really do. Maybe not like our preference, but like I think like rule is the rule, you know.
Rule is rule.
And they've been getting a little more consistent throughout the Euro. So
yeah, they have.
As far as VAR goes.
Like we said in the last episode, it's a young system.
Yeah.
England got in. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say England got in trouble because of the flashing light in the during the penalty.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they apparently the fans booed the national anthem of Denmark, and they were setting off fireworks and stuff, so they got in trouble. I don't know what the ban, or like if they got banned or something. Slapping a wrist.
They haven't said yet. They haven't said.
Yeah,
like I haven't read like a concrete decision on what the ban or what the punishment will be. But yeah, I mean, you can't do that. I mean,
nah, that's disrespectful in English.
Uncalled for, yeah. I mean, even the laser, like it's uncalled for.
I don't know. England hasn't been to the final in a long time. Their fans are getting desperate.
So that's also like extracurricular. You know what I mean?
Yeah, anything they can do to help their team out. Like they're desperate. Like I know the English fan base is desperate, and I would too.
But focusing back on the field, I think England's team it's full of stars up and down. The changes he made, like you didn't feel that the team was going down. You know what I mean? Like he was able to bring in Grealish. He was able to take Grealish out, bring in Trippier in. Like nothing happened. You know what I mean? Everything was smooth.
Yeah, England is pretty consistent. Like they don't back down when they're down or even when they're winning. Like they're pretty consistent, and it's going to be tough for Italy to play against them. So, but who do you guys think is going to win?
Match.
Who do you guys think is going to win against Italy and versus England in the final?
I got Italy. I have to go with Italy just because I feel like they're the better team. I don't know. I know that England has the squad and like they have all the stars, but I feel like Italy plays together a little better, and they don't
Italy
need that
more.
Yeah, I feel like that too. I mean, you never know. I mean, England hasn't been there since '66, but like, I just feel like they play better together. They're more cohesive and like, they don't take that extra couple of minutes to get warmed up like England does. I feel like England takes a while at the beginning. So if Italy can come out the gates, guns blazing, I think they win. I mean, honestly.
I also think Italy might squeeze this one out, but it's also going to be a very good battle of individual battles. You know what I mean? Because Sterling going up against, I'm assuming he's going to go up against Emerson on that right hand side. That's going to be a battle. And then Insigne against Kyle Walker, that's going to be a battle. Chiellini against Harry Kane, that's a battle. So it's like it's battles everywhere. So, but I do think Italy takes the
one thing that I noticed in the Denmark game is the English goalie making a lot of mistakes, especially in the first half. That's the main one that I watched. He was not doing very well, so he needs to be careful on that because Italy would not forgive them for that.
Yeah.
But I think Italy is going to get it. They might struggle a little bit, but I think Italy's going to get it. Yeah.
I think they're going to struggle. It's not going to be an easy game. Like
no. It's a final. It's a final. Everyone's all out.
You got to suffer.
Yeah.
To win it, you got to suffer.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great game. Cannot wait for that one.
Yeah.
Cannot wait for that one. Now let's move on across the pond. Come back around our way here. Copa America.
Heartbreaking.
What do you guys think about Copa America?
It was heartbreaking for me.
You still salty, Julian?
It was a good game. It was little. I'm a little biased, but it was Colombia struggled really hard. You can tell they're missing James or somebody like James to make a play, and which is frustrating. And then Colombia gets frustrated, so they start playing a little dirty, and all this.
I think it was a classic South American game.
Yeah,
it was chippy. It was rough. There were some magic moments here and there. Like
it was cool.
It was cool. Great. Yeah.
I did see Argentina as not as as well as I thought they were gonna be. They did struggle against Colombia. Even Colombia's not at its best right now. They're missing a lot of playmakers, and they struggled, especially offensively. They had 2 open shots from mistakes from Colombia that they should have capitalized easily. And if they don't do that, they're going to struggle a lot with against Brazil. So, I mean, Argentina won in penalties. Colombia had one really good shot, and which was a goal. But I don't know if their Argentina's forward attack can help Messi out to win the cup. So
that's what I feel. Like that's what I felt the whole game, where it's kind of just Messi and the rest of the team. Like it's just Messi doing what he needs to do, and then they're not keeping up with him.
Right.
Like it's kind of obvious. Like that's they just can't keep up with his skill, and it just seems like it's just him out on the field by himself. So I mean, in order to win, you need a whole squad. You need a deep bench. You need a supporting cast, and I don't know that they have that compared to Brazil.
They don't have a supporting cast.
I think Brazil's playing amazing also. I think Brazil has Neymar's having a great tournament, but I also think that the other players are also like stepping up to the challenge. It's not all been Neymar. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they have a pretty solid defense. I think their defense is solid. I think their goalkeeper is solid. Argentina's goalkeeper is solid as well.
He's nice.
But I do think Brazil may have the upper hand on this one, just because I feel like they have more playmakers than Argentina does.
Right.
Yeah. Argentina just has one, basically.
Yeah, it's just Messi. All the fouls were on Messi against Colombia. There were 6 yellow cards apparently, and they were all against Messi.
Dude,
Like all the fouls.
If I read correctly, there was like 20 fouls in like the first half. I'm like, what?
It was pretty bad. It was getting a little sloppy on Colombia's part, but
yeah,
the penalty shootout. The Argentina, shout out to the Argentinian goalie. He won the match before he won the penalties before the penalty kicks were taken.
Yeah,
like
he's a master trash talker, dude. He got into their heads.
And I was disappointed in the Colombian coach for putting those kickers up, and whatever. It's whatever. Yeah. I'm not gonna take it personal.
You know what I'm gonna say about Colombia real quick. I feel like Colombia they're always gonna be a good squad, but like they're missing something. Like you said, they're missing James and playmakers in the middle. And it literally felt like there was like two sides and there was no bridge in the middle. There was nobody in the middle to bridge
exactly
the front and the back. And it was pretty obvious. And I also felt that about Argentina. I feel like there's something missing there. And I mean,
it's like revolving around Messi and everything's missing.
Yeah.
I was really against Colombia, Argentina. Di Maria did I think he changed the game a little bit. He kind of brought some life. He brought some life to the Argentinian squad, but I think he should probably start next game. But other than that, I think my prediction for the final, I think Brazil is probably going to win most likely. They did struggle against Peru a little bit, but that's because mainly the Peruvian goalie was on fire that day.
Incredible.
But I think Brazil got the dub against and is going to win the Copa America, and it's in Brazil. They've never lost. They've never not won it when it's in Brazil. So
that's true. I might have to go with Brazil too. I just feel like they have the deeper bench and deeper supporting cast. So, and they're playing nice.
Yeah, I think it's a sweep. I think bring out the brooms. Because I think Brazil is also taking it. And the main reason it's the supporting cast, like you mentioned before. And I think it's gonna be easy for them to just bottle Messi up. You know what I mean? They don't have to worry about somebody else. I feel like they could worry about Lautaro, but how much can he really do by himself? You know what I mean? And I feel like it would also come down to the midfield. The midfield in both teams. Whoever can take the midfield, I feel like that you're gonna have a greater chance. And I think Brazil has a stronger midfield than Argentina does.
Yep. I agree with you.
You're right. I agree with you too.
Great. With that being said, any final thoughts or any transfer news that you guys want to talk about? Anything that's you guys want to comment on?
Our boy over here, Sergio Ramos, went to.
What is it back there? There he is, right there.
He went to PSG. It's official. Sergio Ramos is an official player for PSG. He's in France.
He got his 2 years that he wanted. He got him.
He wanted his 2 years, and he got his 2 years.
Who else, Daniel? Mourinho is an official coach for Roma.
Hakimi also went to PSG from Inter.
So we're going to need to do a show just on PSG because they are stacked.
They're spending money, dude.
They want that Champions League.
They are stacked.
We'll see how that goes.
Go for it.
Money can buy it, so we'll see what happens this year. Stay tuned. We'll talk about that.
Or can it? We will see.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one. Stay tuned on that one. Any memorable mentions that you guys want to talk about? Anything coming up? Anything that you guys want a player you guys want to see or this weekend?
I'm excited to watch this Copa America final for real. Like I want to see. As you guys know, like Casemiro is one of my favorite players. I just want to see him go off and like, I just want to see Brazil play that joga bonito, like really nice, smooth, flashy soccer. Like I feel like they can do it in this game.
I think so too. Yeah.
For me, the honorable mentions. I feel like both Copa America and Euro Cup, the goalies have been really dominant and main characters in a lot of matches. Even when the team loses, like the goalies have been very dominant, very well. So shout out to all the goalies: the Denmark goalie, the Switzerland goalie, the Peru goalie,
everybody.
Goalie, like a lot of goalies. I like them a lot. I like the goalies, but
yeah,
dude, I'm
for me,
literally. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say for me, I'm looking forward to Sterling. I think Sterling is a great player, and I think he's the best player England has. I know people are talking about Harry Kane, but I think the team moves when Sterling moves.
yeah,
So I want to see what he can do. I want to see what he can do against that back line of Italy. I also like to see Neymar. I want to see what he does. I hope that we get the good Neymar, the one that actually wants to play, not the one that wants to be on the floor rolling. Because if we get the Neymar that plays, dude, it's gonna be a great game. Yeah,
it's gonna be nice. I think they're gonna have that like extra motivation between him and Messi, and so I hope they come out and have that friendly competition, and it's nice. I'm excited about that.
Who knows? Messi might end up joining Neymar in PSG.
True.
Oh man, I forgot Neymar plays with PSG.
Dude, they're stacked.
Yeah, dude.
But man, it's gonna be bittersweet. This weekend is the last for Copa America. It's Copa America final. You have the Euro 2020 final. It's gonna be not a lot of soccer left for like the next month, except Copa Oro coming up.
The Gold Cup. We got some Olympic action going on too, I think.
True, that's Olympic. So we're not going to be completely.
We got MLS. We got MLS, DC United.
Yep.
And company.
And then just be on the lookout because we will be doing shows specifically on leagues. So I know the league should be starting in August. So we will be covering who's going to win the league, who we think is going to get relegated on the big leagues in Europe. And yeah, I think we're gonna, have fun going forward.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm excited.
That's it, right? I'm excited too. Thank you guys for tuning in. This was episode 2. Stay tuned with our social media with Instagram at Midfield Pod and Twitter at the Midfield Pod. Right? Did I get that right?
Yep. Instagram at Midfield Podcast.
Oh, Instagram at Midfield Podcast and Twitter at the Midfield Pod. And don't forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel.
And that smash button. All right, guys.
Peace.